So, this is what it's like. Day 4. Video editing. It's 5:30. It's very early. So yeah, this is part of the process, right? Like, I'm actually part video editing, part like working on the plan, trying to figure out like where the studs go and stuff. Yeah, so I've designed it in Home Architect. Hey, it's right here. Which is okay. It kind of gets you partway there, and then like I'm left with, well, I don't have an exact plan for the studs and where's the sheathing go, and it doesn't really model the 12-inch thick walls, double stud construction. So I think I'm gonna redo it all in SketchUp like I did with the garage. That way I can I kind of build it first here, so that when I'm out there, I already know where all the studs go, and I've already built it once, so it's much faster. Okay, so day 4. Oh, I've already got a bunch of water on the subfloor, man. The roof drips onto it. Subfloor done. Next steps. I need to remove all the scaffolding from around the outside, and I need to do the drainage. Pipe, fabric, gravel, stone, fabric, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm done with the scaffolding. I need to remove it all. I guess I could show you how it was built. I think this is a pretty good example. I have a 2x4 upright, and then I have a 2x4 whaler, I think it's called. One there, and then one up top. And there's just a plywood triangle screwed to the 2x4, and then I screwed, actually I've got a 2x something here, 6 or 4, and then I put plywood on top of that. So these are brackets that I used to adjust the walls for the concrete pour. And then these here are special brackets that hold the 2x4, both the upright and the whaler, and there's a little cam lock that tightens them in. I've got other videos on this, but that's what one of those brackets looks like down there. So, gotta take all this apart. I am a complete idiot. I installed these things with 2 types of screw heads. So any given screw could either be a Phillips or it could be a Torx, which is just the worst. Anyway, I gotta get cooking because I need to get all the drainage done. I've just laid the pipe in there for now. I don't strictly need drainage. It's on like the down side of the hill. Like, it's not gonna seep in. But I figure I'll put it there, and yeah, it'll make somebody happy, I'm sure. I do need drainage on this side, especially over here in the corner. This is definitely a place where water could be a problem, although if it does leak under, it's just going to go under the foundation and heave the entire house, and everything will fall down and be terrible. I could have cut a little bit more away when I excavated for this foundation, but I didn't, so now I got to come in and maybe excavate a little bit more. But okay, terrible video time over. Let's start tearing this stuff down. Okay, back at it. I had to run down into town, which is like half an hour away, and go to a closing for a home equity loan. I don't have any money, so I have to borrow it all in order to build this thing. Anyway, so what I've done is I've taken off most of the plywood part of the scaffolding and just laid it up on the deck so it's not in the way. This is basically how I built the scaffolding: a board on the inside, a board on the outside, and then I just spanned the gap with the plywood. So, see better here how it's built. It's just basically a plywood triangle, and then I screwed it into that upright 2x4 and put a 2x6 on top, 2x4 on the inside, and that little metal bracket there has a cam lock to tighten the 2x4 into it. I also screwed the heck out of them. So now I've just got a ton of unscrewing to do. I want to put some drainage on this side, some stone, and hopefully start to backfill or reshape this yard a little bit. Oh man, do I have a lot of cleanup to do. So that's what's going on now. It's not going to be very exciting, but it is what I have to do next. So yeah, so these braces here had 2x4s attached to them, and I ran them out here to the yard and put pins in the ground. And that's the ICF bracing system, which I've got a lot more videos on actually setting up the ICF, so I don't need to get into that too much more. Yeah, so time to get going. So the time lapse of the cleanup, these are probably the most boring time lapses ever, but I ran one, and oh man, was this project just like not at all what I was into. There was just so many like screws that I couldn't find because they were full of concrete and they were embedded in the plywood, and then I had the wrong bit, and then I had to separate the lumber. Here I'm sorting it by what's still usable and what's garbage, and starting kind of a burn pile and organizing it, and and then just more of that, and then, you know, getting all the bracing. Phew. What's up, YouTube? Day 4, middle of the day. Well, 4:30, sort of middle. What to show you? Oh yeah, so I can't show it to you from up here. I got all these, oh that's bright. I got all the scaffolding taken off. Let me switch around here. So all the scaffolding has been taken off, all the way around the whole outside, and all of the pieces picked up and put away in their respective places. Some of the lumber's still good, some of it's junk. So that's what the outside of the foundation looks like now. There's like a bug that will not leave me alone. So that's what it looks like now. Yes, I know you guys probably have lots of questions about this foundation, and I know I will get there, but not just yet. I will say that it took me 2 months to build this foundation on ledge like this. It just took me a long time, and that's why it's September and I'm just now getting to this. So the yard is now ready to backfill, although it's turned into grass. It's been so long, so it's kind of going to be a pain to stir all this soil back up, but I've got to get it backfilled at least a little bit. So next steps: drainage pipe, drainage stone, and my buddy is on his way right now with his excavator. Oh yeah. This tired old backhoe is just too tired and too old in order to do this kind of work. It does not function as a dozer. So anyway, I'm gonna run down the other driveway and wait for him to help him unload. So probably won't get to much more today. There's like a parent-teacher conference thing tonight, so boo! All that life getting in the way of building. Anyway, thanks for watching.